Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Slime Isekai Memories video. So today I have for you kind of a showcase on this kind of, alright, he's old, this old, somewhat dark Rimuru. I just recently picked him up through the Protector ticket and I bumped him up to level 84 because of his trait. So the reason I'm making this video is because I think he's one of the best units, one of the best protectors for Valor Cup. He gives defense on his trait by 6% at the start of turn, and his skill, I don't have it fully maxed out, but if we were to check it fully maxed out, if I scroll all the way down here, he increases all allies defense by 50% for 2 turns, dark attack by 15% for 2 turns, and decreases skill cost by 20 for Vanguard allies. So even though in regular PvE he's not the greatest, I don't think, with Valor Cup I think he's now kind of gotten a revitalization. He is very useful in that mode. He doesn't give guard, but he does give the 50% defense, which for 2 turns, which I think is really good, and also gives you some defense at the start of turn, which is pretty nice as well. So yeah, I know a lot of people called him bad when he initially released because there was just no content for him to be used. There was no point, I think, anywhere where you'd take this guy just because he was okay, but like he just suffered from lack of suitability, right? In PvP it's really useful because your defense numbers and your attack numbers, any little percentage increase can be really useful, right? If you're going up against people who have the same stats as you, if you buff your defense up by 50% for 2 turns, you'll be tanking significantly more than they can. And compared to like a boss whose defense and HP and attack numbers are inflated, in PvP sort of situations, it's not like it's a different situation than PvE. So I think he has now been able to, he now has a place to shine in Valor Cup, and that's the reason why I'm making this video, is to showcase him in a few battles. 2 of them are dark suited battles, so they're against light teams where you do have type advantage, and the other 2 are battles where he doesn't, where the dark team is just neutral typing in terms of tanking and in terms of damage, but he still, I think, works really well. And you'll definitely see, I think, in this video just how useful he is. But yeah, with that out of the way, let me know down below what you guys think of this Dark Rimuru, if you pulled him, if you want to pull him, if you think he's good, if you think he sucks, and who else you'd want me to visit for Valor Cup. It's not really possible for Earth Benny because I don't have him, but I would definitely love to maybe work with one of you guys to showcase Earth Benimaru. But yeah, with that out of the way, let's get right into the battles. Alright, so let's get right into the first battle log. Let me hit play. I don't have any music, unfortunately, at the moment. But I don't think for this one I recorded any music, but for the other ones I do. And yeah, we're just going to be using the dark team on a few light teams, or against light teams, and then we'll be using them off element just to show like how good they are. And yeah, I would have killed this light Shion right off the bat, but I got super guarded. I don't know what the odds are of that, but I think pretty low. But the team I'm fighting is not really the strongest team. As you can see, my Dark Diablo does not have the best gear in the world, and he's already tanking. Like, they're not doing that much damage to him, and my Milim is just cleaving through them. The gear, obviously, for them is not the greatest, and we kill Gazelle and Light Shion almost immediately. It's only turn 2, going into turn 3, and we get okay-ish luck on orbs. I think here I'm just gonna clear the blues because, you know, I can, oh, we get a counter. I can orb change with Diablo if the 2 oranges stay there and we get a bunch of greens. Here I'm kind of deciding who I should kill, and I decided to try and target Shuna because we'll be getting her ult soon. Maybe I should have done Mulan because here she's gonna get her ultimate. So that was kind of a misplay on my part, but I think it's fine overall. They get the guard, and then Leon also increases his own, does his own buff. Mulan doesn't do that much damage, so it's like, okay, well, it's fine. And then Leon is not really doing much damage. So here, I believe I popped the Rimuru, and I think I'll let this play out because I have not seen this skill in ever, because I just recently got Dark Rimuru. It's a very nice looking skill. I like his ultimate and the sword, the way his outfit looks. And I have a dark attack increase, a charm on him. That's the extra dark attack that we're getting. So here I pop the 2 orb changes to get the full hand. We get Milim's ult. Diablo's trait goes off, and they're still guarding. Luckily she doesn't guard against that. And then I believe Leon guards this attack. We still do 6,000 with the guard. So here he does the orb change, and then he's doing 1 damage. You can see that defense really coming into play here. Here I just pop. I mean, he's dead, right? Like, he's not going to survive if I pop the Milim ult, especially with her own attack buff and the dark attack buff and all that. 55,000. So no way anything is surviving that at that point. So very short battle. But yeah, let's, I guess, get right into the next one. All right, so here we're going up again against the light team. This is the same team essentially that I've been using. The only reason I have Hero on here is because, you know, Hero is Hero and the rewind is always useful. So we're going to be going in and just probably hopefully steamrolling the light team. I do need to work on gear, especially for Diablo, but I've just been parallel processing other stuff. So again, same light team setup. You'll see Mulan, Shuna, Gazelle, maybe Leon, and Shinsha. So here, I believe I just send the 3 blue orbs because I can't really orb change, and I want to get rid of Gazelle just because I feel like he just can do the most damage. We get a good count. We get a nice counter, and here I get kind of unlucky, so I just swap Diablo out and I do the rewind. I send the orange orbs, gonna get us closer to that Rimuru, and you know, some skill points and all that. So we were able to kill Gazelle, and then I targeted Shuna at the end there because I didn't know who exactly was coming out, but it's Xion, so I figured, you know, Xion can actually output a lot of damage. So I'm gonna do the orb change here. Do I swap Isis in? I do. I swap Isis in to get the most amount of damage, and then we just send the 5 orbs there, and we kill Xion. Xion and Gazelle dead off the bat, so last 3 members of the enemy team are there, and you do the orb change, then the 4 orbs, and you can see my characters are tanking okay, but obviously, like, a little bit more and the damage will start to ramp up a lot. So here I just send the 4 Rimurus because, you know, those are the best selection of orbs I have. Unfortunately, we couldn't fully kill Shinsha, but they pop their light attack and the orb change, and we take a decent amount of damage because of the light attack increase. But here I'm gonna I actually turned the thing off because I want to see the animations. But I pop Rimuru. Pretty sure I have audio in this one, or maybe not. But we send the 3 orbs, and the reason I sent those there was because I didn't think it would kill, but I was presumably wrong. And yeah, we send the Rimuru ult with his buff. This ult looks so good, just him doing Excalibur, or Tempest Slasher. Looks so cool. That's the end screen here. We killed him, 22,000 crit, pretty good. That's with the dark attack buff and his own crit rate and crit damage buff. So now that we did the light battles, let's go into the off element battles and see how well these units do there. Alright, so the next battle that we have is going to be up against a full water team. Again, this should be pretty easy. I'm bringing the hero again for that rewind. And we're going up against a pretty defensive setup. They are using Earth Golem, which is pretty interesting considering it doesn't mainly buff water, but that guard rate and counterattack rate, if they do get it off, then it can be a bit annoying. So here I just send the 3 orange orbs because I just want to clear those out of the way. And we get a crit, but we're doing okay-ish damage. Not like the greatest in the world, but my Rimuru is tanking okay. But if the turn starts to ramp up, then he will, the damage will add up and he'll take a lot of damage. So I do the Milim orb change and I bring Isis in for her gauge increase. We get a lot of skill points because of that. And we almost kill Water Rimuru. He's like on 1 HP. Obviously he gets swapped out, brings in Water Ranga. They get a crit on Rimuru, of course. Here I swap him out and I can just send the 4 blues. With the protection gauge increase, that will definitely get me Rimuru, and I decided to just wail in on that Water Rimuru because he can heal the whole team, and also he can decrease the ult gauge, right? So here I get kind of unlucky. I don't get any Milim orbs. Here I believe I pop Diablo's orb change, and then I pop Rimuru again with that skill cooldown. It's really nice. Or that skill cost reduction. It's really nice. Pop Milim's orb change again, and then I just send the full 6 hand on that Rimuru, and he's dead. So now I believe Water Rimuru should swap back in, unless it's another unit, which it is that Water Rimuru. So now we have Diablo's ult. He brings in the Slime Rimuru, and he sends a 5 hand onto Diablo, obviously not doing that much damage. And to be fair, we do have the defense buff coming into play, which is really good. And here I pop Milim's buff just to buff up the ultimate. I again pop Rimuru, get the reduction on the orb change, so I can send the full hand. I do that, and I believe I check to see if I have Isis's buff, or maybe not. Now I just send attacks on everyone to try and damage them. I'm not sure if Diablo's ult will kill, but I'm hoping it will do at least decent damage. That Water Rimuru is gonna die though, and I haven't seen this like fully in game yet. I still do need to do his own showcase. I'm planning to do his and a bunch of other units as well. But it's a pretty nice looking ultimate. Painted white, kind of an interesting name for it. But he does his ult. Obviously, Slime Rimuru dies. Now that Beach Rimuru is back, and Soe is looking low, and Water Rong is also looking pretty low. So here I have the 2 the ultimates. So I just bring Rimuru in, pop the crit buff, and then I just send the orbs, and then it's basically over. Nothing is surviving. I don't even think we get to the ultimates because Ranga just dies right here, I believe. Yeah, 8,000 crit. He's not surviving. And yeah, pretty easy. Pretty good showing by the Dark team. Even if you don't have type advantage, you can still clear house. To be fair, the team was a bit weak, but yeah, we have one more battle. So let's get right into it. All right, so the last team we're going into here is against a Dark team, and I have Light Xion there just to tank and stuff. Probably a bad idea, but this was pretty late at night. And I think this was the final game that I needed to get into Diamond. I have been kind of slacking on Valor Cup for the past few days. But yeah, now I should be in Diamond, and Dark team versus Dark team. He's using the Wind Veldora protector, so that'll be interesting. Here, because I get the 3 green orbs, I just pop Milim, and I think I target this Diablo because I don't really want him to get his ult off or anything. And also he's still a decent damage dealer, so I'm just trying to get him out of the way. He brings in Dark Milim, and they're not doing that much damage, which to me was kind of surprising. I thought I would have been taking a lot of damage by now. So here I do an oopsie. I should have used Dark Diablo's orb change, but I didn't. So I believe here I send the 2 oranges, but I also could have just sent the Milims because we were getting at least another Rimuru, and we would have had at least 4 Rimurus. But here he sends the 4 greens. My Milim is doing an okay job of tanking. I still need to work on her armor. But here I do the orb change and then the Isis buff. Send the 5 orbs. I think that just barely gets us to Rimuru, get 99 skill points, and Dark Milim is dead, thank god. Now Dark Diablo's coming in, and he should be really low, but I targeted Veldora, and he brings in Xion. So this, he almost has his ultimate, very close. Next turn he's gonna get it. And here I honestly should have popped the Rimuru buff, but I wasn't thinking, because if I kill someone with Milim's ultimate, then they're gonna die, right? And then Veldora will get his ult. People will take damage, which I kind of don't want to do. But I wasn't thinking. I don't think so. I don't think I pop it here. I think I just do an attack buff. Yeah. So I think I was thinking I'll do it next turn, but I forgot. Oh, but he's dead anyway. So it doesn't matter for him. And then Diablo's dead, and now the other units will be getting closer to their ultimates. I think it was another game that I didn't record where I misplayed and I didn't eat the ultimate because I thought it was going to happen next turn. But here I can just pop the ultimate, right? And then eat Betty Maru if I can't kill everyone, which I don't think I will be able to considering the orbs that I have available. But I swap Dark Diablo out just in case. Or swap Dark Milim out just in case. But I send the 3 Isis orbs and then the Rimuru ult. I don't think it's going to kill when it doesn't. But I can just send another one. Because I just eat it, get my ult again, and then they just wheel into Dark Diablo, not really doing that much damage. And then, yeah, I can literally just send the orbs and then the ult. Or I could just send the ult and then the orbs at the end there. And they're basically all dead. So, yeah, pretty smooth. I think it kind of showed just how well the Dark team works. And also, Dark Rimuru with the defense skill, just the attack buff, the skill cost reduction is really nice as well. Yeah, overall I think pretty smooth. Dark Rimuru I think is still really good for Valor Cup. There are some units that I do kind of want to touch on. I know some people were saying that like the more defensive sort of protectors are really good for Valor Cup because it can be annoying for your opponent, and I'm pretty sure they are, but again I do have to test them. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.